You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we've been covering the trans invasion of women's sports for almost 4 years now. Going back to the Will Thomas situation at Penn State, who was actually swimming on the men's team for several years before he decided, you know what, I want to identify as a female and compete against the girls. And the NCAA allowed that, and he stole an NCAA title. Now, for the most part, that's actually been rectified now because the Trump administration went after UPenn and made them reverse everything. Okay? But folks, the story we're going to be talking about here today is probably the most egregious story that you'll hear when it comes to the trans invasion of female sports. Despite these states actually getting sued by the Trump administration for violating Title IX, these left-wing states are still doing it. They're still out there, guys, allowing males to identify as females and participate in female sports. And what they're doing is they're hiding the fact that they actually have males on the team. Now, when it comes to wrestling, guys, there's nowhere in the world a male should be wrestling a female, but it's happening. And boy, it's more than just happening, folks. What if I was to tell you guys that a female wrestler was actually violated by a transgender on the mat? Violated, folks. I mean, this kind of stuff right here should get people locked up in jail for a long time. I mean, this is absolutely wild, guys. I can't believe the story I just read, but let's go and dive into it, man, because I'm just at a loss of words right now. Here we go. But first, check out blackwhitenetwork.com. Support us by becoming a member. Memberships are just $10 a month. You can actually save money by getting the annual plan. Rhodes and I post member videos over there on the website. And we have our Friday member stream every Friday at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I almost said 10 because we used to do it at 10, but 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you guys would like to donate to us, we do have a donation tab here. You guys can donate $1, $5, $10, whatever you guys want to donate to us if you actually enjoy our work. And don't forget about the merch, guys. Running a sale for Valentine's Day. Free shipping on everything in the merch store, including our Black and White Sports football shirt. We have our America 250 Bald Eagle Edition shirt, which is our best-selling shirt right now. We got the entire Black and White Sports collection, hoodies, hats, everything, guys. But if you are a paying member to the website, you get 25% off your entire order. So check it out now. So right over here on Outkick, guys, high school wrestler says she was sexually assaulted by trans-identifying male opponent. This is during the match, folks. During the match. It says here, a high school wrestler in Washington said she was sexually violated during a match by a trans-identifying male athlete. Even more disturbing, school officials failed to report the alleged assault to law enforcement for nearly 2 months after she came forward. 2 full months. Kaylee Keeler, a 16-year-old sophomore at Rogers High School in, how you pronounce that right there? Puyallup, something like that, says the incident occurred during a December 6th girls wrestling match against Emerald Ridge High School in the 190-pound weight class. A few minutes into the bouts, while Keeler was face down on the mat, her opponent, quote, reached between her legs and very forcefully, for several seconds, tried to push her fingers. I think they meant his fingers. Yeah, inside of her, guys. Wow. I'm stunned by this. I'm absolutely stunned by this. And they waited 2 months before it was actually reported. This just doesn't make any sense. Quote, This has never happened, Keeler said. Out of all the years I wrestled, Keeler said she immediately knew something was wrong. Quote, I was just kind of like, what? What the heck? She said. I didn't really know what to do or how to handle that situation. I just wanted the match to be over. She said she allowed herself to be pinned to end the match. So she didn't even know that this person was a male. But she decided, you know what? I just want to lose because I want this match to be over. Wow. Now get this. At the time of the match, Keeler said she believed her opponent was female and was not informed ahead of time that the wrestler was biologically male. Quote, I didn't really know what to think of it, she said. It's a women's wrestling team, so I wasn't really thinking that. Keeler said she learned moments after the match from a coach at another school that her opponent was a biological boy, and she was shocked by the revelation. Wow. Still, Keeler said she would have reported the touching regardless of her opponent's sex. Keeler said she told her mother and immediately after the match and attempted to report the incident to her coach. Quote, I told her how uncomfortable the match made me feel, Keeler said. She said she was looking into it. 2 days later, Keeler's parents emailed Rogers High School coaches seeking action. Quote, this is a huge issue and something that is 100% not okay, Keeler's mother wrote. The fact that this was done by a biological male who identifies as a female is an even bigger issue for me. Where do we go from here? In a December 8 email, Keeler's coach responded, quote, I most certainly would not put Kaylee on the mat if I thought she was competing with a male. I will investigate this and look to see if we have a video on our end. I will touch base with you immediately this afternoon or tomorrow morning after I do my due diligence. According to Keeler's family, they never heard back. Wow. Wow. Under Washington law, public school employees are mandatory reporters and are required to report suspected child abuse or sexual assault, including allegations involving other students, regardless of whether the allegation is ultimately substantiated. Yet, despite multiple district employees being aware of Keeler's claims, the incident was not reported to law enforcement until late January. This is crazy. This makes absolutely no sense. But get this. It says right here, this is not an isolated incident, folks. Check this out. Earlier this year, Undivided reported that at least a dozen female athletes at Emerald Ridge High School complained to administrators about the presence of not just one, but two biological boys in the girls' locker room. Wow. According to that reporting, the girls brought their concerns to the school's principal and vice principal. They said the boys were watching them undress in the locker room and it made them uncomfortable. But the girls said they were brushed aside. One of the two boys identified in that report was the same 190-pound wrestler Keeler competed against. I mean, this is astonishing, guys. This is astonishing. So the school was hiding the fact that this was actually a male, and then he was in the locker rooms looking at other girls. Unreal. Absolutely unreal, man. I mean, when does this end? I've been saying for the longest time, guys, people are going to have to be put in handcuffs. These school administrators, these coaches, they're going to need to be put in handcuffs and thrown in prison for this. This makes absolutely no sense. That male wrestler doing that should be locked up in jail. Should be locked up in jail. And it seems like he just got away with it, man. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.